Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of the Foolish Fish Esoteric News with your weekly updates on the worlds of esoteric and occult book publishing and arts and events and paraphernalia. We're starting off this week with news from Black Letter Press. They have just released the Anatomy of Melancholy. Now the pre-orders started a little while ago, but they have just released these photographs, these pictures from the standard hardcover and the special edition, which I'll show you just in a few moments. Apparently this is the largest edition that they've made so far, where we're quite used to those small octavos from Black Letter Press, aren't we? But yeah, apparently this one's quite large. We have had a few larger books from them. I think Moon Law was quite large, and then of course there was Natural Magic, wasn't there? Which that was quite a large book, yeah. And well, apparently this one is their largest yet. And judging by the pictures here, it's a beautiful one. So yeah, this is this is that special edition. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it nice? Yeah. So of course I'll leave links down below just in case you didn't get in on that pre-order. But yeah, oh, look at that slipcase. That beautiful marbled cover. Really lovely work. Yeah, congratulations. Well done. Moving on to news from Troy Publishing. The Devil's Dozen is getting a second edition, an expanded edition. Many of you already know Gemma Gary's work, and you will already know whether this is a book that was missing from your collection. Maybe you've been waiting for the new edition, and yeah, I'm always amazed by how affordable Troy Publishing managed to keep their nice editions. They have their paperback edition, which is not yet released, and that'll come soon. But just looking at the standard hardcover edition, look how beautiful that is. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? £25.40. We're not even looking at half the price of what some of the other publishing houses produce their books for. And then the special edition for £35.60. Yeah, big hats off there to Troy. I really don't know how they achieved that. That's really fantastic. Moving on to news from Theon Publishing. Now, Theon Publishing have got not just one but two pre-orders that have just launched, and they're both basically republications of old material. So the first is Of Cosmogonic Eros, which I reviewed a little while ago. Fascinating book, really interesting topic. The idea of Eros as a cosmogonic, as a reality creating god, right? As a god. At the origin of existence. Very interesting topic. And then we have The Benighted Path, which also was out of print, and they're bringing it back into print. And yeah, we're getting two different editions, so an oneiric edition and then the standard cloth hardcover edition. Once again, very well received work, this Benighted Path. Many people really appreciated that work, and yeah, people have been hoping to see it back in print, and now we have it. So that's great, or at least we'll be having it quite soon. This is a company that I knew nothing about, Mount Abraxas Press. And yeah, it's just a random Facebook page that I happened upon, and it looks really nice. So this is The House of the Moon and Other Stories by Benjamin Tweddell. There isn't, so to speak, a web store where you go and order your book. It's just an email address, and I'll share that email address with you right here. It's right here, but of course I'll write it down in the description below, along with all the other links and so on and so forth. It's exoccidente@gmail.com. So that's the way you would actually order the book. But yeah, just going through the pictures here, there's some really beautiful work from what I can see. I'm liking what I can see, right, of the textures and the illustrations and just the attention to detail. The general design of the book looks really beautiful. So if you're as appealed as I was, then yeah, just possibly send Mount Abraxas Press an email. There we are. Yeah, just lovely, lovely work, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? Beautiful. Nice. Moving on to news from Scarlet Imprint. Their special edition of Born of Blood and Fire is now available, and you know their special editions are always out of my financial reach, right? But it's always such a pleasure to see what they've done, in terms of design, in terms of the materials that they've chosen, and so on and so forth. And yeah, this is no exception. It looks just spot on. It looks exactly right for the topic at hand. If you've not seen my review of Born of Blood and Fire, by the way, do go and check it out. I put that out just a couple of weeks ago. Very, very interesting book, very, very high quality and very, very good information in there. Yeah, there we are. That's the new special edition of Born Blood and Fire. Next, we've got news from Atramentus Press. So Being and Non-Being in Occult Experience, Volume 2, is now announced, and it's the chiasmata of Austin Osman Spare. And yeah, the date for the pre-order is going to be in April. So just after the release of Book of the Black Dragon Volume 2, which actually gives us an idea of when the Book of the Black Dragon 2 is going to be released, which is very exciting. Really, really looking forward to that. Yes, so the new Being and Non-Being book will probably be released around the summer solstice. So that's very exciting. Very, very good stuff. This is, let me see. If I'm not going to remember the name of the gentleman who sent me this one. Witches of Insta. So yeah, they seem to have a couple of grimoires. Let me just play this for you. Hopefully I won't get any kind of, copyright strikes for this. But yeah, it looks really nice. Looks like some beautiful work, right? Even just from an artistic point of view, they seem to have these folia simply, and yeah, just beautifully illustrated, really nicely designed. And they've got different types. This particular one is a secret grimoire of plant and crystal magic, but they've got one for moon magic. They've got several. If you have a look around their website, there's quite a lot to see there. So I do recommend spending a few moments browsing. That's I saw some really lovely things there, and of course you can get the whole bundle. But even just within their, if you go to CR's store, you can see some of the other things that they've got there. Isn't that lovely? Yule Grimoire and other things, right? Some lovely things that I can see. Little book of abundance spells. Yeah, with some gold stuff there. That's always nice. Moving on to, for me, this is the news of the week, right? This is Fulgur Press's sale, and it's not just a sale on their current books. They have brought out all of the remaining out-of-print copies of their previous books, and so we're getting things like the Sacrificial Universe. I mean, this is the special deluxe edition, but the Sacrificial Universe by David Hymes Smith. It's an enormous book. It sits on my oversized bookshelf. David Hymes Smith very kindly gave me a copy of this, and I can attest to the fact that it is an absolutely gorgeous book. To see it right here for $128 is mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing. There we are. And they've got a whole load of other things. Yeah, Qtab limited edition, just many others. The number one copy of Abraxas Journal in hardcover. Again, I'm completely amazed that this is happening. And, I expect that members seeing this on Thursday, 3rd of February, as I actually record this, will have a good time going through this, and hopefully there'll be some of it left for the rest of viewers on Friday when I release this video to the general public. But wow, there's some really fantastic stuff here. Fulgur Press for me are one of those companies who are just making some of the best quality at the most affordable prices at the moment in terms of esoteric and occult books. Fantastic stuff. And of course the Carfax monographs, which $54 is just insane, absolutely insane. But yeah, have fun, and hopefully you've got any money left over after the holidays period. Anyway, there you go check it out. Links down below. News from Sphere and Sundry. The Venus Spica election is on its way. It's not quite here yet, but just always so lovely to see those pictures of the production process, and we can see some of these kind of roll-on items. Can't really think of another word to describe this for the Venus Spica, and it just looks absolutely beautiful, doesn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. So apparently we're 1 or 2 weeks out. Right, in 1 or 2 weeks' time, we'll actually get the announcement that this is all available now to purchase. News from Treadwells in terms of events, right? So they are producing a Péladan's program for self-initiation, actually produced by Dr. Sasha Chaito. I'm not sure that's the right pronunciation, but so it seems very interesting. 7 lectures, of which 6 are live. If you're curious about Péladan, of course, then I'm sure that you'll go and check out the details. I'll naturally leave links down below. You can go and check out the interview that Dr. Sasha Chaito actually did about the course, and decide for yourself if it is something interesting for you. There we go. Moving on to the Embroidered Forest, an Oracle deck. Now this is actually the Embroidered Forest is a deck that I featured some months ago. This is now the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle deck, and we're getting some lovely pictures of the final product. It looks so beautiful, really lovely, with that kind of salmon orange edging on the cards. Beautiful work. Yeah, again, I'll give you time to go and just the detail is so nice. Yeah, really lovely work. There we are. Moving on to this one was pointed out to me by Nintia. Thank you so much. And they're basically stickers, right? Decals, and there's a whole load of different subjects there. So seals of Solomon that I'm showing you here from the Greater Book of Solomon, of course. But of course there are also archangel seals. There are also demons of the Lemegeton seals. If you go into Occult, there we go. There's also voodoo, Veve, right? And there are various gods, sacred geometry. Yeah, lots and lots of very cool decals for whatever you choose to use them for, right? Or possibly for your car or whatever else. Very nice. Thank you for pointing that one out. And finally, just wanted to point out that the Ancient Home, which is just one of those stores that you can get lost in, checking out their wall reliefs and columns and pedestals and so on and so forth. And they have these cabinets that look like sarcophagi and things like that. I mean, it's just incredible, this store. But they're currently doing 10% off everything, and there are certain items on which they're doing 15% off as long as you join their newsletter. I just thought that might be something to point out. Of course, their busts are mainly what they're known for, but they do all kinds of very cool things. If you like this kind of antique style, right, of course, naturally, and really from around the world. So there we are. That's the news for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you did, or a thumbs down if you hated it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, if you liked what you saw and you'd like to see a little bit more in this style. Lots of umming and ahhing, and except for my Saturday videos where I edit all of that out. And yeah, see you very soon, and thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.